Well, I don't know about you. I got an F-150 right here. It's a 1997 model. It looks newer, don't it? No, it's the Jelly Bean 1997. Got that front end on it. I'm gonna flop it one day. That's my plans. But I don't understand why people go out and buy new vehicles and go into themselves in debt. I seen a post about $100,000 truck. Wasn't even a work truck, just a diesel, and just a common, just everyday driver, I guess. I mean, you can pull with a diesel, but that still don't make sense. It's not financially smart if you ain't running a business and it ain't producing money. Just going out buying it to pull a boat is just not smart. A boat, I don't even justify a boat. I personally love boats, but every time I have one, I end up selling it because I never use it. And then I want a boat again, then I buy one. So I can't, even I have financial, not smart decisions. But let's jump in. I'm going to take this for a trip. And on the way, we can discuss not buying a new vehicle and why you should buy used. Let's be honest. New stuff is just a computer on wheel with enough electronics on it that they ain't worth a hoot. And they just going to fail within 2 to 3 years while you still under warranty or just got out of warranty. And then you're going to have to trade it in for a newer vehicle and refinance. The circle continues, And even if you get the $100,000 truck or even a $30,000 truck, what's your payments going to be after that finance? How many months? What's your credit score? What are you going to end up paying? That $30,000 truck could easily be $45,000. One or two off a call lot before. But those trucks was put to work. Even at my younger age, when I did that mistake, I should have bought secondhand off of a private seller. But that truck's still with me today. The truck that I'm in today, I gave $2,500. That's what I paid for it. It's been a good little truck. It needed some work. I had it for about 2 years now, 2.5. And I ain't got no complaints with it at all. It's got heat. It don't have AC, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But I can fix that one. I'll fix it one day. And that's probably never gonna happen. And I bought this truck basically for a shop truck. I didn't buy it for personal use. I didn't buy it for anything like that. I'm gonna, resell and stuff like that, what I do. And if you didn't know, and you do. But this is personally just run packages and stuff like that. That's the only thing this truck was bought for. The only time it gets land is for business. I got other vehicles for personal use. You've seen them on the channel before if you're a watcher. But as far as business, that's strictly what this truck is. Run parts, go get returns, go make deliveries, stuff like that. It can pull a trailer too. It's got a lease hitch. All for $2,500. Back in the day, I probably would have went in debt and said I need this big nice truck and to do this and pull this trailer and go get parts and stuff. And in my mind, I would have justified that purchase of maybe say a $20,000, $30,000 truck, maybe low mileage or something like that. I would have justified it to myself. How that's just plain crazy. Why would I justify it when a $2,500 truck, even a $500 truck, can do the same thing? It's not financially smart. It's not. It ain't unless you a big old business and you buying it for the company, and you can use that for write-off and all that stuff. But for a little person, if you want you want to start your own business and you want to do your own thing and stuff like that, then yeah, that's what we need to talk about is that, because I ain't talking about a big company. I'm talking about the little guy. The average person don't need that. And that's why people are stressed about money and stuff. It's not that they ain't no money out there and everybody getting raised, prices, and if they make more, they could live better. It's every time you get a raise, I notice it with people. I hate to say it, but every time somebody gets a raise, every time somebody gets more money, they increase the living. It just increases. Like they add another subscription, they add another car payment, they add stuff they really don't need. That goes a trailer right now, and it adds up, and they don't realize that it's not if you're on a budget. It's actually being quite smart. If you budget yourself and track every dollar you got, you're going to end up with more. And don't get me started on investments, because the best thing you can do is invest. And I'm not saying buy everything with cash. I'm not that type of guy. I am not the type of guy to tell you to buy everything with cash. Back in my younger days, oh yeah, I thought that was the way to go, because that's what they taught me, and the way my parents taught me is credit is bad. Well, credit is bad only if you don't understand credit. Credit is bad if you go get a $100,000 truck for personal use. Credit is bad if you go buy a game system from Winter Center just because you want it. What credit should be used for is to buy assets that make money and then can pay themselves off. And then after they pay themselves off, that's passive income. That's the only thing credit is for. Now this truck I paid cash for. I didn't use no credit because it's a private seller, and the only way I could have used credit if they had it on a online auction or something. So I didn't use credit for that. So sometimes cashiers I have to with private sales. I'm talking about the big thing. Like, say you want a trailer, to pull behind your $2,500 truck. They can give it to you payments, stuff like that. Okay, finance it. Get your credit score up. Work on your credit cards. Buy fuel and all that stuff. That'll be what a man needs to do. And as you use that trailer, now this ain't personal use because you ain't gonna make money with it being personal use. As you use that trailer to make money, be it haul skid steel or haul, just whatever you're doing with it. There's many things. You can haul stuff to yard sales if you're a reseller. You could clean up yards with it for people. You could justify a lot of things you can do with a trailer. But you can finance that. And what your payments on a trailer are going to be? Probably $150 maybe a month or something like that, depending on your credit score. Maybe even lower. Could be even higher, depending on the trailer and but you could make that in a month. That trailer could pay for itself in no time. And every dollar you make, you put it up. Take you a little bit out to live on and put your trailer payment up. When you make a little extra, take a little bit out, put another trailer payment up. If you make 10 trailer payments in 1 month, 2 months, you put them up. You do not take from them. You use that trailer, you pay yourself a little out of it. This is till it gets paid off, and then you can start allocating the profit from it however you want to. People make the mistake of spending, even if they buy a truck for work, when they use it, spending all the profit. They don't put it back for parts and repairs. They don't think ahead. They take all the profit that truck just made them, and next month payment comes around, they're like, how am I going to make it? Business is slowed down. But you figure that out with experience, That's something you figure out. But what I'm saying, what's your opinion? Buying a used car, a truck, or anything like that, $100,000. I just think buying a used car is what I'm getting at. Buying a good used car is what needs to be done. And by the way, I'm going for the city. Get some gas. They got good deals at Food City with gas. I don't know. How much is gas here today? How much is gas? How much is gas? Come on now, tell me. $2.61. How much is gas in your area? I'm talking around here and we talk. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I personally don't think buying anything for $100,000 is worth it. Somebody's going to comment that a house is worth it. House is a liability. You got upkeep, you got maintenance, you got a lot more than you're thinking when you buy a house. So maybe a tiny home. Tiny home I could see. I got my own home, and it's not a tiny home, but I would be happy in a double wide. I would be happy in a triple wide. I would be happy in a tiny home. I'm happy where I'm at. It's paid for, and I don't know. I just can't justify going in and buying $300,000-$400,000 home, especially not in a location that has like a one of them places that watches you gotta cut your grass at a certain time and stuff like that. Cause do I have to be out to myself, you know, kind of out to myself. Oh, at least in a HOA, is that what it is? At least a place that don't have that. Now, a lot of responsibility comes with that. I actually would like to get into the storage unit business here soon, and rental properties. That's something I'm working towards. I ain't got there yet, but every day is a step closer to that, which is fine by me. Yeah, I don't sound financial smart, but I'm pretty financial smart, if you can't tell. People judge people by what they drive. People judge people by how they talk. People judge people for a lot of things, and they just, I don't know. I just don't know why people do that. That's something else. But yeah, this little $2,500 truck does just fine. I'm gonna pull over there, get me some gas, and get ready for the busy day Friday. I deliver packages Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless something comes up and I have to head out of here on a weekday, like a Thursday and a Tuesday. Because sometimes family matters, issues, and sometimes a customer wants a rush delivery or something like that. So I got to deal with that. Or sometimes a local buyer, you know, wants a delivery, and I have to make a delivery with them. But this little truck does pretty good. The Waker does pretty good. If I get it on the highway, I get a trailer pull behind it. I think it will be an asset. It's been an asset so far. Rollback's a great asset. I highly recommend anybody get you a rollback. They're pretty affordable now. You can get a decent one, 8 to 10 grand. You know, 8 10 grand ain't no money anymore. Well, $100 is pretty much gone in an instant. It's like the adult dollar. Yeah. But thanks for watching. I just wanted to ramble on, make something a little bit more quality before I get on this center console for this truck here. It's in the dash. Gotta put it together, paint it. All that be on a video coming up. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.